dad, Frank Sr., played for England too.
But way back, before Frank Sr.'s career really took off, he used to kick around with a future star of the music world.
My name is David Essex, and I'm going to take you to the streets where I lived. Canning Town, centre of the universe. We moved here, I think, I was about 4 years old. This was our first real home because at the beginning it was tough for Mum and Dad. First place we actually got was a prefab in Custom House. The big thing is when we actually got this flat, because this was very special. We moved into a palace. Wow. Home sweet home. There used to be a key here on a piece of string. So when I come back from school, I'd stick my hand through, grab the key, and get in. Because Mum and Dad were at work. Let's have a look around. I lived here for 10 years, from 4 till 14. And it was around that period, 12, 13, that music really started to become my focus, as opposed to kicking the ball about out there. So I started to learn drums here. So yeah, this balcony, I remember this. There was an incident that happened with Dad and the man downstairs, and this is where my dad sort of made a strike for personal freedom. He disliked the drums as much as the man downstairs, but the man downstairs was going to report to the council, and he came up and he was very irate, and Dad came out, and what finished up was a proper fight here, you know, Queensbury rules like this, 2 men in string vests, and Dad being a docker, floored him, and that was a blow for personal freedom, and after that was able to practice the drums. Wow, this has really changed. Used to be a playground here. This is where I spent hours and hours kicking the ball around with Frank Lampard Sr., who used to live over the road. This is where all the adventures happened. Mum and Dad were fantastic parents. Dad was one of 13, he was the youngest. It was an East End family, and then of course Mum's family comes from a line of travellers, Irish travellers. So whenever we'd go hop picking from here or strawberry picking, that's when we'd start to see Mum's relations. That was a colourful childhood. I spent a lot of time coming to the East End. I've got some mates here. It still feels like home whenever I come here. This is Rathbone Market. People would just come with blankets because that was a bond area, lay a blanket down and sell things. I had a job down here. I worked for a man that's selling sort of Army and Navy stuff. He paid me 9p a day, so I decided to leave. And then I got a job on a record store, which was great. And the big old 78s going, and Little Richard belting out, and rock and roll, and all that. It was quite an incredible place when it was up and running.
I'm coming home soon. I'm gonna make you a star.
These were the formative years. This is where I made a decision to be a musician. So this was where the blueprint for my future was kind of hatched. Quite emotional to come back, actually.
So wonderful, those films, aren't they? Get a real insight into people's lives when you do that. So David and your dad, they grew up on the same.
Well, basically on the same